Welcome to Lesson 27, Motivation Unleashed, Finding Inspiration to Fuel Your Weight Loss. I love plants. I grew up surrounded by a forest in the middle of the woods, and we had a big garden, and my mom loved indoor plants also, and I learned how to garden when I was in my 20s and 30s, and then in the last decade, I've really enjoyed having indoor plants, and they're not very hard to take care of. Most people think they'll kill them. Basically, water them less. That was my learning curve with plants. And there's some plants that you can't literally overwater, which means I water them every single day because they love water. And other plants I'll water every 3 or 4 days. But what do plants have to do with weight loss? Plants need nourishment. They need water, they need light, and they can't grow without water and light and nutrients. The similarity with growing plants, for me, I see that it's related to motivation. So as we give our plants water and light, we are fueling it. We are giving it something to help it grow. And motivation can help us grow. So in weight loss, when we are trying to change, when we're trying to grow, when we're trying to become a better person, a healthier person, we need things that will help us become motivated. So what is that water? What is that light that we would give the plant? What is the water and the light when we are wanting to grow as a healthier person? So if I see motivation as the water and the light in a plant, what is the water and the light related to weight loss, related to getting healthy, and related to maintaining my weight loss? So for me, it was quotes. And I love quotes so much that I created a book. I call it created because these aren't my words. I found a whole bunch of quotes that I liked, and I put it into a book, and I published it on Amazon. So you can find my little book. It's a mini book. There's quite a few quotes in there, but there's a lot of space for people to write their own quotes as well. So the quotes to me are like the water, like the fuel that helps me feel motivated to grow. And it's other people. We can't go on our journey alone. We cannot feel like we have motivation on our own many times when it's like I'm in my own head, I can't get out of my own way of thinking, and so I have to pull it from other people. A plant can't grow on its own. It has to have something from the outside that helps it grow, and so that's what motivation is for me. And the quotes for me from other people who've gone ahead of me, who are successful in whatever avenue, and I can use a quote from somebody who's successful financially, and I can interpret it and say, yes, the principles can work for weight loss or for getting in shape or for doing another challenge in my career or my relationships, and I can transfer those words and I can see that they can work. So successful quotes work for me for other areas of my life as well as losing weight. If we think of motivation as the water and the sunlight for a plant, and that's water and sunlight for us, that can help us to see, yeah, I need outside motivation to help me. So this next bonus is related to creating your own quotes book, and you can use this one if you want to buy it. I tried to get the price down as far as possible, but Amazon takes a cut. So it's a tiny little book, but you can also just get a journal book, or you could also use flashcards to put quotes on too if you want and put them up on the wall. I've got a few on my wall right now while I'm trying to get in shape. I've got some quotes for that. Now that I've accomplished my weight loss goal, now my next goal is to get in shape. So these quote cards or creating a little quote notebook is helpful. Sometimes I'll put them on my app on my phone when I think of a quote, or I find a quote, or I create a new quote that can be put out into the world that I have inspiration about. So I recommend everybody creates their own quotes notebook. So why should we create a quotes notebook? Number one, it can help make us feel motivated. When we see other people who have achieved something and then they talk about it and they have a quote that is inspirational, that can make us feel motivated. Number two, it reminds us of our why. Why did we want to lose weight in the first place? Why did we want to achieve this goal? So we can find quotes that relate to that, and it can be related to, the health issues that we're going through. And we say, I can overcome this health issue. Other people have done it. I'm going to find a quote that relates to this, and that's why I'm doing it. Number three, success leaves clues. I really like that phrase. If we see somebody else who is successful, what are the clues that they've left to say these things help me become more successful? There's some people who are really successful and haven't documented it, and we just have to guess, oh, I guess this is how they got there. But for people who are sharing, and of course now with the internet, way more people are sharing what made them successful. So it's awesome because we have all of these clues. And this is why I'm creating the course, is I want to share the clues of how I was successful at weight loss and encourage you along your journey. And so success leaves clues. If you can find quotes from successful people, and that's going to help motivate you in those times when you just don't feel like you have any of your own motivation. And number 4, you can inspire yourself and others. So you can inspire yourself. You might have this great idea in the middle of the night. I have the best ideas at between 3 and 5 in the morning. That's just when my brain is on fire usually. And so I have the best ideas laying in bed. I open my journaling app, which is the Google Keep app. I like that one a lot. And so I'll jot down ideas, and sometimes I realize, wow, I'm just as inspirational as somebody else. That's a cool quote. That just came out of my brain. So I inspire myself. And then if you share it with other people, you never know who you might impact. So if you can share the ideas that you have, and if you have a quote, quotes are usually just 1 sentence long or maybe 2 sentences. And it's just a little bit of inspiration and motivation for other people. So bonus number 16 is inspirational quotes, how to stay focused and motivated. This is a really short one. It's just a reminder of the fact that this is one more piece of the puzzle, one more thing that you can download, that you can be inspired to say, yes, this is going to help me on my journey. And this can help you all throughout your journey. You can use it a lot or you can use it a little, and you can pull from it and think, okay, these other things aren't working right now. Let me go and look for some quotes, and let me write some quotes down. Let me think of some ideas, some really short little things that will inspire myself or inspire somebody else. So you can print off this if you want, but you do not have to. The point is that I strongly recommend that you have your own quotes book, your own quotes notepad, your own quotes journal, your own quotes app on your phone, somewhere to write these inspirational things down. And just think of plants and the fact that it's like water and it's like air and it's like sunlight for those plants. And you will grow as you are inspired and motivated by other people and by what comes into your mind when you get an inspiration, and you can write that down yourself. What does marker art have to do with weight loss? That's what I'm going to be talking about in the next lesson. So hope to see you there.